Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we got a great one for you today. We're working with Divi 5 again. We're taking a look at the great new group carousel module that they've just brought in. And today, they've got a free download of free carousel designs for Divi 5. This will only work on Divi 5, obviously. And I'll show you where to download them, how to customize them for your own needs, and loop them if you need to. Really easy to do, and you come up with some great results like this in no time at all. So the first thing we want to do is go over to Elegant Themes here, and I'll put this URL down below. We roll on down, have a read, have a look at the video. If you want to learn more about these things, we'll be doing more videos over time. If you want to download, hit the download for a free button. Now yours might ask you to put in an email address, but it is absolutely free, no credit card or anything like that. Mine's already got my email address in there because, of course, I've got a lifetime membership. Hit the download files. It'll download them to your default location. Okay, once the file's downloaded, it's going to be a zipped file. So if we go in there, just right-click on it and extract it. And it's given us 6 JSON files right here. The first 4 are individual carousels. The last one there is if you want to download all of them. Now let's just see what we've got here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we roll back up, they've got examples just up above. There's the 5th one, 4th one, 3rd. That's the one I use today, carousel number 2 and carousel number 1, and they're all really useful. So now we've downloaded and unzipped the files, what we need to do is go down to our Divi library. So go to your dashboard. Once at the dashboard, go down to Divi, and then Divi library. That's it right here. Now I've just trashed the one I loaded just now. To import these, just hit import and export. I want to import. So I'm going to drag my files over. And I want number 2. So I'm going to left click on it, pull it over, drop it where it says no file selected. Or you can hit the choose file and navigate to it if you prefer. Don't want the presets. Just going to import. Fantastic. And that took about 10 seconds to load there. And there it is, default Divi Carousel section 2. Great. Well, let's have a look at this thing. We'll either start a new page. I'm going to go to the page I was using. Here's the one I just built just now. Let's add a new section. And to load these from the library, we're loading them as sections. If we look back at that library item here, Carousel section 2, it tells us it's a section right there. So let's add a new section. I want to add from library, and there's our default carousel section 2 right there. Bang, and let's put it in. Let's get rid of this top one. And here we have it. By default, it's got the 3 slides showing, and I'll show you exactly how this works in a moment. We've got some nav arrows right there that we can navigate back and forth. We just click on the carousel itself now. See, we're in the group carousel, and here are the actual carousel slides. And what they've got going on here, they're just using a background image on the slide itself. So if I go into one of these slides by hitting the little pencil right there, you'll see it's got a background image. That's what we're seeing here on each of these slides. And the title up here is just a module they put in there. It's a heading module in our case. And of course, you can write in whatever you want and customize these individually. If we go back into the actual group itself, put your own image in there. And you've kind of made it your own. Well, I guess I should have said motorcycles, but that's fairly irrelevant. Now you can go through and you can change each of these and make it do exactly what you want. Of course, up above here, you can put a link in, but I'm going to cheat a little bit. If I go back to the main settings here, group carousel, I'm going to get rid of all of these. And I'm going to make mine loop my carousel posts, and I'm going to use the feature image for the background and the title for the heading up there. So let's get rid of all of these. Like I say, you can customize them individually, make them your own, or even start from scratch. So we got one there. Okay, we want to make sure we go into our carousel slide. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to go to loop. I'm going to turn it on. As you can see, it's just thrown 10 of them in there. I want it to be post type. I want it to be posts. I'm going to select my category of supercars. You can exclude posts here. I think only include specific posts here if you just want a few. I'm having all of mine, but I've only got 9 of them. So I'm going to say post a page. I'm going to put a 9 in there. Fantastic. Now, for anybody who doesn't know exactly what I'm doing here, let's go back to the dashboard. I have posts on this particular site, blog posts, if I go in there. A lot of them are these crazy fantasy supercars right here. They've got a category of supercars and concept cars, etc. But if we edit one, we created a blog post template to make them a lot more interesting looking. But each of these has a title, a little excerpt right here. We're not going to be using the excerpt today. And each of them have a featured image. So we're going to be using the featured image and the title to pull into our carousel today. Great. Well, let's go back. Now that I've got it looping and told it what I want it to loop, if I close up our loop now, just above, remember it was just showing a background image. For the background image, just click on the image icon right here. I'm going to get rid of what's in there, and I'm going to tell it insert dynamic content with a little hamburger or disk icon right there. I'm going to say loop featured image. And it'll pull in the featured image from those 10 posts right there. Great. Well, I'm pretty sure you know what we're going to do with the title bit up here. We can go into the heading module. Just want to check, because sometimes they leave this as a heading 1, and I really don't want it to be a heading 1. It's not good to have too many heading 1s. Let's make it a heading 3. The size is fine there. But what we actually want in it, under the content up here, is let's get rid of the cars there. Just hit the preset field. Again, I'm going to hit the dynamic content. I'm going to say loop post title. And it brings in the post title right there. Now, I know you can only see 2 there. For some reason on the back end, it just shows 2 unless you hover over here. But there will be 3 on the front end. Now you can change the amount that you show here in the carousel settings. Let's just apply that. The only other thing we want to do while we're in here is the actual group module itself. I'm going to click on one of the group modules. And for the link, I want it to link to the actual post itself. So group link URL, again, dynamic content, loop link. Fantastic. Just apply that. Now if we go back to the main carousel settings, group carousel, we've got our settings right here. I'm going to turn automatic rotation on in a minute. We're using center mode. If you turn that off, it just turns into a regular carousel that doesn't make that center one bigger. Transition speed going from one to another is 200 mils, which is okay when you're doing it manually like that. I want to slow it down a bit because I'm going to have mine on auto. So I'm going to make mine perhaps half a second, 500 milliseconds. At the moment, we're only showing 3 slides. You can choose to show more if you want to. The 3 works fine for me. Each time it scrolls, it's only scrolling by 1 slide. That works for me too. Elements that we want to show. Well, we've got our navigation arrows right here. You can choose a different icon if you want to. That's pretty standard though. What I will do though is I'm going to take that color away from the background there. I don't like that black background. So if we go to design and arrows, here's the background, I should say. Let's just trash that one. If you want to make those arrows a different color, you can do that too. Make them that default light blue we've been using on the rest of the site. That'll stick out pretty well on those grayed out images. We've just closed this one out. We've got active groups and we've got groups. The reason these are grayed out, they're in the groups right here. And what they've done, they've gone down into the filters there. And they've taken the opacity down quite a bit to 33%. And they've also taken the color down with the saturation just up here. So if you want to bring any of that back, you can do so just by going in there. I quite like that effect. Not sure I want quite so much opacity, but we'll take it back to how it was. And that's entirely up to you. I think we'll go for 50%. How's that? Great. And for the active one just down below, you've got all the same settings. I'm going to leave it just like it is if you wanted to have that one with different filters or a different background, you can do so here. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy. Let's go back to our content, make this animate automatically. So we can close up our elements there. Carousel settings, automatic rotation. I want mine to be perhaps 4 seconds, which would be 4,000 milliseconds. And we should be good to go. Let's save draft. We'll close down that little preview we got going. We'll open up a fresh one. And there we have it. After 4 seconds, it should start rotating. Brilliant. It's taking half a second to slide between one slide and another. When I put my mouse on it, it should pause. As you can see, there's a hand icon there. This should take us to this specific blog post. Perfect. Everything's working just exactly how we want it. Of course, you can navigate with these as well if you want to go the other way or check something out. But that's a really nice little addition, and we'll be doing a whole lot more with the group slider module as we go forward. Now, don't forget, this particular one you can download for free from this elegant themed site right here. And as I say, I'll put this URL down below so you can get there. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. We're getting closer and closer now to the beta version of Divi 5. If anybody has questions about Divi 4, I have lots and lots of sites still running perfectly on Divi 4, but I'll be doing more and more videos on Divi 5 as we get closer. But if you do have a problem with 4 or something that you need to answer a question to, drop it down below. I'll do my best to answer it for you or make a little demo video just like this one, if I can. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignertechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.